Welcome back to Klein for KansasCity.com. I'm Darren Story here with mayoral candidate of Kansas City, Henry Klein.
Yeah. Yep.
How are you?
Doing good.
Doing good. All right, good. Well, Henry, you're very interested in something that's actually very close to my heart because Bannister Mall for me was an iconic place for me. Growing up in high school, that was the place that me and my friends hung out. We went to the movies there. We met girls there. You know, we did everything there.
Yeah.
But it's no more. And there was all kinds of plans for it that we've seen. But tell us some of the history that you've been researching.
Well, I remember Bannister Mall from periods, particularly in the 80s and 90s. It actually opened up in August of 1980. And by the way, if anybody wants to know more about the mall, you can actually go to Wikipedia. Even has an entry on Bannister Mall. So it's kind of interesting. You can look up more of the history. But the brevity of this, and to keep it succinct, is it opened up in 80. But by the mid-90s, it really started to feel its decay. Now that occurred for a lot of different reasons. You had some other malls open up to start to pull away from the traffic that was going to that mall. You had certain other types of things happen to that community in terms of pull on the fabric of that community, start to weaken it. So really, by the time we rolled into the 2000s, and by the time 2007 rolled around, at the point when they closed the doors, that mall that once had well over 200 shops in it was down to about 50. Yeah.
Yeah. And you were just out there recently,
Right.
and captured a little video.
Well, you know, the whole point to this piece that we're doing here is to talk about development. And so the issue had to become, all right, what does it look like today? And I hope that as we're talking, we'll show some of the video. It was really interesting to see, go in there and actually see what was left of that area now that the mall has actually been turned to rubble. Heck, at one point where we were videoing, we actually had a security guard come up to us and ask us to move. He didn't say we had to leave the grounds, he just wanted us to move off of it. He saw we were videotaping, and I'm kind of wondering, was that a security thing, or did they just not want us to videotape the real blight that this has created? I mean, Darren, it's so bad that one of the shops that's still open, the Burlington Coat Factory, has a sign pasted right next to it saying, "We're still open." So the subliminal implications
That's
of
not
that
right.
is that amongst this rubble, we're still a store that's still open. So, you know, the whole area just feels like it's really been decimated. And it's sad to see when you think about how majestic it was at one time.
It really was. I remember those days. Well, in our next segment, we're going to be talking about the thing that we were so hopeful for and the thing that never happened. I'm Darren Story.
I'm Henry Klein, running for mayor.